What's up, guys? In this video, we test ride the 250L three-wheeler. We just finished up. This thing is freaking awesome to ride. We also drag race it against 200X. Let's get the 200X out. So let's get into it.
Welcome back.
Do we got a mess out here?
Shipping guy left us a mess.
Do you know what UPS stands for?
I don't know.
You people.
Probably shouldn't say that in our video because they might start throwing our packages even more.
You're right.
That's the problem. Little peppy. First got our intake on here.
Yeah, that's some intake.
I had a guy say that I rev bikes too much. I'm like a 12-year-old. I just like thumb throttles. Look, little thumb workout. You gotta work your thumb out. I have not rode a 250 yet. I've been riding the 300Ls, but man, every time I ride this bike, it's so freaking smooth.
Smooth bike?
Use clutch action.
How is it compared to the Airsberg?
That's damn smooth too. You know? Seriously, like, you guys can check out. Geometry's a little different on this one, just the way the chassis is. We're able to really, I guess, get this thing sitting like one of the older ones. Very similar to, it's like a smaller version of a 350X. We got a little gap filler here because it's really hard to make this seat look right on this tank. So we actually had to do some sheet metal work on this one. Kind of similar to the Beta that we did. And I think it looks sick. Got the stock exhaust on here. It has a kind of a dorky heat shield on it, but we put it back on just for the sake of looking OEM. CRF rear plastic. You guys obviously, you've seen all our stuff, but if you haven't, we convert dirt bikes into three-wheelers. So we got our billet turbo clamps. Got the billet hub right here. Got the setup to hold the key. Got the speedo mount. Everything's on there. All the OEM headlight is on there. Everything fits real nice. Got a custom axle actually and hub for this model. So this bike had a larger axle and a different offset on the hub, so that's all custom for this bike. Got the folding foot pegs on here. I guess we can show got the subframe right here. If you had an aftermarket shock with a reservoir, so we just mounted it right there. Yeah, custom subframe. I'm gonna zoom down on the sprocket protection. Got the sprocket guide on here with the chain guide. Custom front chain block. It's all CRF250L in the back, from the axle to the brakes to the wheels and the hubs. And of course, Sun F tires. Everyone asks me why I do Sun F tires, because I can actually get them. It's hard to build trikes without tires. This company keeps me supplied, so I can't complain. They honestly look like a Razor. And they ride like one too. So yeah, if you guys remember the last video of the 300 big wheel, it actually wouldn't lift the tire up too well. And that one's stock, that doesn't have our intake. So I kind of want to do some testing and maybe put that intake that we just built for this on the 300. I'm definitely gonna need some tuning work, but man, right off the bottom, like, this thing actually wants to pick the tire up. So kind of surprised.
Looks fun.
Yeah, dude, it's not bad. If you guys are interested in building a custom bike, so this customer is from Florida. He sent us a WR250 and a CRF250. He rides these like dual sport on the road and on the trails. He sent us both the bikes. We got them done. We hadn't done this bike yet. There was a couple kinks to get this one to work. Like I said, the filler panel and all the parts were a little bit different than what we're used to. But we're able to more or less tweak our kit, tweak our files, and make them work on most bikes. So you guys want any bikes, just go to bbctrikes.com, shoot us an email, give us a call, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Yeah, this bike's a freaking blast.
Makes a difference, that's what she said.
It definitely did on this intake, Drew.
Yeah.
You did good on this intake.
Thanks. I like this trike.
Halt.
Oh,
Welcome back.
it's cool too in the front with the solid pivot tube and all the extra gussets.
Yeah, that's true. Let's zoom in on that.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about that. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, a lot of our parts interchange in terms of the main pieces, but that front tube was custom for this bike. Got some extra gusseting on there, so that is completely across there. It's a straight tube.
Yeah, we made
It's the end of the day, so I can't talk.
It's okay, I can't either. We made the extra, we had to make the extra long intake for it too,
Yep.
to clear over the shock, but keep it low enough to go underneath the seat at the same time. And we had to add all the emissions to it, so we added those two tubes on it.
Yep, so those are hooked back up.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it somewhere. Yeah, right up there.
We got the cleanest custom mid pipe we've ever done.
Yep.
Bent tube
Yep.
to clear everything. To clear
I
the
mean,
exhaust.
the cover,
Yeah.
it's whatever. I don't think it's that bad. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna get guys shit talking that cover being on there and say, hey, put a pipe on it. But maybe he wants a quiet bike, Alex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then back
It's
here,
actually not that quiet
You
either.
know what I'm saying?
I really like the turn signals in the back and the plate we did off the back too.
So we actually changed the taillight. We got this piece built to hold this stronger. With the stock taillight on there, it was a little floppy, so Drew beefed all this up. We just put an aftermarket taillight on there. We obviously got all the stock lights and the license plate. This was one of the cleaner kits to line up here. Other than the tank being a little funky for the angle of the seat, we had to bring the seat back and down so you have enough clearance from here to your peg. So to get that right, it left a little bit of a gap here. And yeah, you wanna pop that seat off for me? I could talk about it all day, but unless I actually show them. That is beautiful, man. Custom battery box, got our intake hanger. So you guys can see what he was talking about the hoses going on there for the emissions. So we got our seat post here. It's relocated down to here. We ended up tapping this on the tank. It was already there, it actually worked out. And Alex got this thing drawn up, got all the brackets cut and welded on today, and RJ powder coated it. But yeah, it's fucking, dude, it's clean. Super clean. What do you think? You got anything to say today?
I'm burnt out.
Burnt out from welding?
It's Monday already. Oh, it's a clean bike. It looks like it goes.
Your arms don't look very tan. You can't be welding too much.
They smell burnt. Does that count?
Yeah, it does count.
Okay.
I know that smell. Oh man. But other than that too, like the seat goes on nice. It's a clean kit. I really didn't want to do any of the 250s a year ago, and now I want to do them all. It's kind of funny how that works out.
Well, not until you try.
I know. Yeah, overall, if we could just get these damn 300s. Well, actually, dude, we can't do the 300s. They have a welded subframe.
Yes, they do.
We can't turn that into a trike. And I'm sad now, thinking about it. I'm super sad. I mean, yeah, we'd have to cut the frame. And so anybody that wants this bike right here, start looking up the 250s that you find on Craigslist and Marketplace, because we could have this sitting right here. We can build it for you.
Is it about 2018?
I think so, yeah.
2018.
No, is it?
It's 2020.
No, it can't be. Wait,
It's 2019.
2019?
This is 2019.
All right.
That's what it says on the tag.
That's what the tag says. The coolant bottle is on this side on this one. The 300's on the opposite side. Like I said, if we could just get 300s, maybe we'd make more parts for them. Because they don't make the 250 anymore. But I'd be snatching these up, definitely.
You at least gotta go around the parking lot with the hood on, dude.
I'm in full grind mode right now.
It's one of the smoothest bikes, or trikes I've rode. So, dude, let's get the 200X out.
This guy. This crop top on?
Yes.
He's got the crop top and everything. Saying how good this thing's steering.
It's too smooth. It's too smooth. Is that possible? I love this bike. No, I really, if we were to production build something like this eventually, it's gonna be, we're gonna build some trail ones for sure.
Yeah, this is
much more
It's
fun
just
than a 450.
too much fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to get the horsepower. You're not going to want to ride it in the sand dunes. You still could, but if you're going to trail ride and just have a freaking blast on the weekends with this thing, what a blast.
I'd rather ride a slow trike fast than a fast trike slow.
Right?
Yeah, it's so hard to ride a 450 motocross bike on trails, let
I
alone a
know.
trike.
Well, they get hot.
Yeah.
They run hot all the time. This one's got the fan and the overflow bottle. Well, we're going to get the 200X out, and we're going to see which one's faster.
Oh, yeah.
What? So the girl we bought it from said we don't ride it?
I guess.
She was asking me on Saturday if she could buy it back.
Buy it back? Fuck no.
This isn't Indian take-backs.
We're going to restore this thing and ride it.
Yeah, look, I'm restoring right now. Turn the gas on. It's done.
Hello? So what are we doing now? We were gonna end the video and then what do we decide to do?
We're going to drag her race 200X. We bought her around, what was it, Christmas time?
We bought it on Christmas, I think.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing to do, but we're impatient.
We paid extra for it on Christmas. We paid for convenience.
Yeah. We're going to race it against 200X. I'm excited.
Alright, let's do it.
Alex, you still trying to learn how to work a gas can or what?
Like episode 10 of how to use it. I like texting buttons on it.
Yeah, it's fine. This asshole likes to ride bikes. Every time I hit that throttle, all the stress just goes away. Every time. Magic thing. See how fast it is?
Just like putts on by.
So she sputters a little bit. It's been sitting for a bit, you know? Not bad.
Grab the choke on. You're gonna have that.
Stuttering a little. Fine. Tell you what, I'll give you a head start.
Alright, like a bike length at least.
Give you a bike length.
Well, I think
I'm gonna say it again, the intake woke it up like crazy. So, comment below, guys, if you think we should buy a dyno and start doing testing and horsepower comparisons and all kinds of fun stuff. Because we just want to make more content, and I feel like it's endless. Every bike we get in here, we can do a dyno pull and try to improve it after it leaves. Try to improve before it leaves, right, Alex?
before it leaves.
Yeah, before it leaves. You're riding right now.
I think he went out into the desert over there.
See that fucking. So I got a little sun right here. He's asking the people we bought it from how long it actually sat before we, bought it.
She said about 15 years the thing sat in the yard.
No shit.
Still starts.
Well, we're not gonna. Let's get somebody with a good 200X and redo this race. She's a little tired. Dude, apparently this thing sat for 15 years in their yard,
I made a little track in the dirt lot over there.
and this thing runs great.
I mean, just needs a carb cleaning and kit.
And it
probably.
revs out and runs good, and it's got good compressions.
Fine.
Compressions.
We check the brakes a little bit.
I mean,
for
it's
leaking.
slow. That's why we make a new one. It's faster. So.
I mean, you're gonna have this.
There's also a pogo stick.
Again, guys, we're not shit talking the old ones. We love the old ones. We bought this to restore it. We're gonna be riding it all over the place. Stay tuned for that video. If you guys like 200Xs, this video is coming up. Just not right now. We got a lot of other projects going on. Well, that's it for today, guys. we'll see you in the next video.